Welcome to Countryside Acres. Just kidding, it's Russia. Hold on to your borscht, folks, because we're diving into YouTube farming in Russia. Meet the Feenstra family, stars of Countryside Acres. They're the picture of wholesome family values. They ditched Canada for Russia. Their videos were a hit. Who doesn't love idyllic farm life? But this was a Russian farm, and the Feenstras had a mission. Apparently, tolerance is the devil's lettuce in their book. Fleeing from tolerance? Now, the Feenstras weren't exactly running from a pack of rabid drag queens in Canada. They had a nice life, even by Canadian standards, a house, healthcare. Remember that, Americans? And the freedom to say sorry excessively. But according to them, the cultural winds were shifting in a direction they found downright unholy. They felt persecuted by the mere existence of LGBTQ plus people. They feared their children would be indoctrinated into the gay agenda. Spoiler alert, there's no such thing. So they packed their bags, kissed their maple syrup reserves goodbye, and set off for a land where traditional values still reign supreme. Vladimir Putin's Russia. Now, I'm no expert, but choosing Russia as a haven from wokeness is like choosing a lion's den to escape a paper cut. But hey, who am I to judge? Maybe they had a thing for borscht and ballet. Or maybe, just maybe, something else was afoot. Reality bites hard in Mother Russia. Turns out, trading Canadian politeness for Russian bureaucracy wasn't the smoothest transition. The Feenstras, masters of farming and family vlogging, were apparently clueless about the fine print of international banking. Upon arrival, their accounts were frozen. That's right, folks, no more maple syrup money. Suddenly, the idyllic farm life they'd been peddling took on a slightly less charming hue. Gone were the smiles and the wholesome family fun, replaced by panicked YouTube rants about being stranded and broke in a foreign land. Their dream of a conservative utopia had turned into a real-life episode of Lost in Translation, but with more beats and fewer Bill Murray sightings. The internet, being the benevolent force it is, responded with a healthy dose of schadenfreude. The Feenstras became a cautionary tale about the dangers of confusing ideology with reality. It turns out reality speaks Russian, and it doesn't take kindly to being ignored. Section 4, the Kremlin's helping hand and wallet. Now here's where things get interesting. Remember those frozen bank accounts? Well, they magically unfroze after the Feenstras story went viral, and not in a good way. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe, just maybe, someone in Russia saw an opportunity to exploit this family's naivete for some good old-fashioned propaganda. Think about it. What better way to stick it to the West than to parade around a family who chose Russia over the moral decay of the free world? The Kremlin, known for its subtle approach to public relations, read blatant propaganda, suddenly had themselves some unwitting poster children. Of course, there's no concrete evidence that the Feenstras are in cahoots with the Russian government, but the timing of their financial rescue, combined with their sudden prominence in Russian media, raises more eyebrows than a KGB surveillance van parked outside a ballet recital. Don't believe the propaganda, comrade. Be careful what you YouTube, kids. The internet is a minefield of misinformation. Don't believe everything you see. The Feenstras' image of rural bliss masked a complicated reality. If you're looking for freedom and equality, skip Russia. They're fresh out of those amenities. The Feenstras' story is a cautionary tale about propaganda. Behind every narrative, there's often a messier truth. Stay vigilant and never underestimate critical thinking.